Hello and welcome to Homer for Friday, April 4th, 2025. Tonda pa me pomenos prosepe creion agamemnon. Croabua leise me caesetio terpeso menelai. Kieda lesetis canerusetae saose. Argeius caeneias pedios et rapeto prein. Ectoreois aramalon pipernateca hiraoisin. Urgarpo idomen udecluonaude santos. Andenatos ade mermara pe matimetis astai. Hos ector erex et pilos vias caion. Autos ut teas vios pilos ut teioio. Verga derexos afemi mele seminar geioisin. Dete te caedoli contos agarca ca mesata acaius. Mesata caius. Alit nuenaian tacaie domeneia caleson. Rimfateon baraneia segode pinestora dion. Ei micaiotu neo anstemenai aicetelesin. Elteines fulacon hieron telane de pitelai. Que noi garge malista pitoia totoia carhuios. Se maine pulacesi caido meneios opaon. Meri honestoisin garapetra pomen gamarista. I think there's one little error on there. El teines pulacon hieron ten lo sed pitelai. Que noer garga malista pitoia totoio garquillos. Was that it? Oh, no, I think it was up. No, where was it? I ketelesin. Stemen, I ketelesin. Well, if I can't remember it, maybe it wasn't that bad. Anyway. Okay, well. Then in answer to him spake Lord Agamemnon, Need have we, both thou and I, O Menelaus, foster of Zeus, of shrewd counsel that shall save and deliver the Argives and their ships, seeing the mind of Zeus is turned. To the sacrifices of Hector it seemeth his heart inclineth rather than to ours. Right. Epe dios et trapato frein, his frein is turned. To the sacrifices of Hector, right, okay. For never have I seen neither heard by the telling of another that one man devised in one day so many terrible deeds, as Hector, dear to Zeus, hath wrought upon the son of the Achaeans by himself alone. He that is not the dear son of goddess or of a god. Wow, he did it all himself. Deeds hath he wrought that methinks will be a sorrow to the Argives forever and on. So many evils hath he devised against the Achaeans. But go now, run swiftly along the lines of ships and call hither Aias and Idomeneos, and I will go to goodly Nestor and bid him arise. If so be he will be minded to go to the sacred company of the sentinels and give them charge. For to him would they hearken as to no other, for his son is captain over the guard, he and Meriones, comrade of Idomeneos. For to them above all we entrusted this charge. Excuse me, fantastic. All right. Andrahena tossa de merma pe metisas dai. Sorry, just it's kind of hard to see from here, but we didn't do it too bad in the performance, so it's okay. Anyway, I think it's interesting, these four lines here. I have never seen, right? I have never once seen, nor have I heard being spoken of a man, right, which one has done such and so many things, such and so much ruin in a day, right, devised, right, as many as Hector has accomplished. Erexe di pilos huias akaion. Hector, the son, Hector, beloved of Zeus, has done to the Achaeans. Erexe huias akaion, right? Autos uteteas huios pilos uteteoio. And he's done this. He's beloved of Zeus, right? But he's not the beloved son of a goddess nor of a god. Because, as we said, if you're epe dios et rapeto, epe dios et rapeto, friend, right? Okay, so, Zeus's mind is turned against them. They've realized this. They're like, we are not the chosen ones anymore. But then there's this, there's this interesting thing here, right? Like, he is beloved of Zeus, right? But he's not the son of a god, nor is he the son of a goddess, right? He's done it all by himself. And this is quite amazing to them. And the reason why it's very amazing is that the works which he accomplishes, right? So for a long time, right? Will these works be discussed, right? Right. It's also heard in Dolikon Enkon, long spear. These works are things that I say, right? Me being, Agamemnon, I say the Argives will care about for a very long time, right? So horrible are they minded of the Achaeans, or so horrible is he minded for the Achaeans. I don't know. It's just it's like there's some meta poetic significance there, right? Which is that there's this idea that these acts will be remembered, right? The remembering of acts is kind of the entire process of the Iliad as a whole, right? And in fact, the poet never mentions himself. The Homeric figure is never identified, right? But the poet himself is lauded quite a bit, and the idea of remembering deeds is also lauded quite a bit, right? And it's manifested in situations like this, right, where the way of expressing how great Hector's deeds have been is by describing how they will be cared for a long time. It's like interesting, right? Like, I mean, that's like, aren't you worried about what's going to happen in like 12 hours when the sun comes up, or, in the middle of the fighting when your ships are burning, right? Like, no, like they're really, really evil and harsh deeds that he's minded for the Achaeans because we're going to sing about them for a long time. we're going to care about them for a long time, right? Mele Semen. It's not quite saying, but, anyway, I just think that's interesting. So I don't know. It's just, and it's also interesting that they point out the fact that he's like beloved of Zeus, but he's not, the child of a goddess or a god. Which, more to do, there's more details here with, the idea of what it means to be cool, right? And this is kind of a complex sentence. Right? So like, these, for like, the son, he is the son, he is the son comrade, right, of, basically like Idomeneus and Meriones, right? And to these we turned the most. Epetrapomen gemalista. It's very interesting that this word is here, right? And we see it also up here, right? And I think it's a classic way of the Iliad speeches being bookended by similar diction, right? So we turned to Idomeneus and Meriones, right, to be the guard, to be the leaders of the guard, and because of the fact that Nestor is their father, like they're gonna, be believed the most, right? And then this father-son dynamic, right, is also mirrored in the idea of Hector's lineage. In the middle, and then up above, we have a similar contrast of somebody turning their mind to somewhere else. Anyway, great speech. Glad you were here to listen to it and talk about it with me. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.